Hello and welcome to Ready Player Dumb. We are playing Firewatch and we have a fishing pole.
Yeah, we're going fishing.
We're gonna go.
Uh-oh. You can't go without your fishing pole.
But I can.
No, you can't.
Look at that. That's talent right there. Oh. Look at this. I don't even have to bend down. I just whoosh.
Yeah. We're going fishing.
Put it away. No. I'm gonna swing and smack people with this thing. Who wants to mess with me? Any bears? Oh. What did that say?
Thoroughfare was in that general
Yeah,
direction.
I'm guessing I just go this way?
Yep.
I forget. What's the run button?
One of the triggers.
Looking for underwear. Where's the underwear?
I think it's all long gone by now.
Long John, you mean?
It's been quite a few days since we last saw those girls that may have gone missing.
Because we killed them. Is the volume up high enough for us?
I think so, but I will adjust it when need be.
Fish. Fish. Fish.
Nice.
I was gonna do that this way, and I'm like, what happens if I screw this? Fish. How do I fish? Was I supposed to do something?
Yeah, there was something that was on a rock somewhere that you kind of missed. No, not there. You literally just looked at it. There it is. There it is. Look at that. What's that? What's that thing? Should be radio. Why does her name escape me right now?
Delilah.
Someone left a clipboard out here.
Huh. It could have been one of the Fish and Game folks. See if there's a name or a credential or something. I can call it in.
Inspect clipboard.
Jam my fishing pole up my backpack. Front row.
It's... Holy shit.
What's going on? You didn't actually find a bear, did you?
Someone has
kill Paul
written down
McCartney
what
to
we
bring
said
back
to
to
each other, have been saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you, not in the same way.
No way.
Wait, hold on. Something's out here.
Strange
Henry?
noise.
I'm worried. You didn't find and eat any mushrooms, did you? I mean, they can be fun, but also, you know, devastating. Regardless, just let me know, okay, Buckaroo?
Canyon?
Oh, God. I don't know why I just called you that.
That's that way. Heard a weird noise.
What did she just call me?
I have no Buckaroo. Oh.
I found a walkie-talkie out here, too.
Okay.
It's going shithouse.
Well,
Ouch.
Well,
Black Force trauma.
Henry, are you there?
that escalated very quickly. I just wanted to fish.
What happened, Henry?
Holy hell, I got hit in the head. Punched or something by someone.
Are you serious? What the hell is going on out there?
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Let me get this straight. You found a clipboard with, what, transcripts of our conversations? What else is on it?
I don't know. It's gone, along with the radio of theirs. Somebody out here could have just killed me, Delilah.
What the fuck is going on?
What's Wapiti Station?
I don't know.
I saw the name Wapiti Station right before I was cold-cocked. Does Wapiti Station mean anything to you?
Wapiti Meadow. Maybe it's Wapiti Meadow. It's on our maps. It's not too far from where you are right now. It's north of the lake. It looks like there should be a trail somewhere on the north shore of Jonesy Lake.
I'll start hiking that way now. God damn it, my head.
Are you sure you saw what you saw, Henry? Maybe you pissed off some more campers and they came back to sucker punch you.
No. Know what I saw? Why we didn't? Why mix it up?
It's just, this just seems like a misunderstanding or something.
There are people listening to our conversations. The person or these people were hiding in the bushes down here. What the fuck, D?
I don't know, Henry. This sounds crazy.
Yeah, and you're not the one who just saw our words on a clipboard out in the middle of nowhere.
Those words were from 2 weeks ago.
I know they were. So what's to say that they don't have transcripts from 3, 4, or 5 weeks ago?
Our entire relationship, friendship, our whole summer.
Someone is out here with a walkie-talkie taking notes and talking to God knows who.
He keeps moving his finger.
What's going on? We should leave. I'll get to the bottom of this.
What is going
What
on?
do you think is going on at this place?
Apparently a lot of following you around taking notes, which is unfucking believable, Henry.
Yeah, you're telling me. All right, I'm on my way to Wapiti Meadow. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay. There's got to be a reasonable explanation. Also, I'm gonna call around and see if anyone's had anything weird happen to them or seemed spooked. I don't want to make this bigger than it is yet, you know?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, okay. Hike safe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see.
Am I going the right way?
Um.
I'm along the river. This creek or whatever.
Yeah.
This was towards Two Forks.
That's going. Well, I mean, you're wanting to go to Wapiti.
Right.
Which is north of Jonesy Lake, which would be
The other way.
like this. Yeah, it would be.
So I'm not going that way.
No, you're not quite on the log. Happily reconciled. It's the leap of faith walk or whatever from Indiana Jones.
Only the penitent man will pass. Only the penitent man. The penitent man will pass. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
so there might be a trail. Yeah, you take that trail up there. I think that might.
whoa. We should watch Indiana Jones soon
Yeah.
because it's freaking awesome. What the fuck, D? This one?
Yeah, no, I think you do want to go down there.
You like this?
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba.
You have to take the.
No, I don't. Ba-ba-ba, 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 ba-ba-ba.
That way.
What? Oh, you making a joke.
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought you were pointing towards the other direction. I'm like, you just told me to go down here. Where did I know?
Well, to be honest, I thought you had already climbed down.
Oh. You're saying I'm slow. Oh.
Balance. Perfect balance.
It's funny because I've been to like the volcano areas in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And they ask you specifically, there's signs that say, please do not stack the rocks. Which makes you go, why do they need signs?
Yeah.
And yet there are stacked rocks everywhere.
Yeah.
They just don't want people touching.
Don't fucking touch the rock. There it is.
Whoa, Delilah, there's a big chain link fence between me and the meadow. I don't think I can get past it.
A fence?
Yeah,
How big?
big. It goes off in both directions, acres.
What the fuck is going on out here?
Whatever it is, someone doesn't want anyone to know about it.
Sometimes biologists will cordon off a little area to study flora or whatever, but that's only a few square feet usually.
That's not what this is.
Well, see what you can do to get past it.
Looks like goddamn Area 51.
Maybe they've got aliens. That'd be exciting.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Let me in! Let me in!
I appreciate that it's not just a.
Yeah.
It's.
And the gate is locked up, obviously.
Obviously.
I'll break in somehow.
All right. Be careful.
Dragon. No. I can't get in.
Oh, yeah.
You ruined it! Someone perfectly balanced
Sorry.
those rocks and you just booped it up.
Well. Sorry. Oh, I gave that one up, didn't I?
Yeah. Try the other rock.
It was just not a good enough rock. You know, I hate to say this, I'm so determined to get in.
You just climb it.
It does have the spiky stuff at the top.
It's not that spiky though.
Look, I'm not going to be able to get into this place.
Shit.
I don't know how long I can dick around out here until someone notices.
God, if you were an actual firefighter, you'd have that gate down in 2 shakes.
Hmm?
Hey, actually, those guys doing the controlled burn, they might be able to help.
Where are they?
Beyond Ruby River, there's a scout camp. They burned a line a few days ago that should let you hike right to them.
Well, that's great.
If they have
Look for
left,
controlled
they're
burn.
probably the type of guys who would help you get through that fence.
Well, navigator? Ruby River?
Yeah.
If you would, madame.
I just folded up the map. Okay. Ruby River is.
Back the way I came.
Yes, you can go back the way you came. And let's see. It's weird because like this map doesn't really have like all the trails that you can actually take. So the in-game map is probably better at this point because you've been taking down notes of trails and stuff. So let's open that up and take a look. Zoom in. So Ruby River is like bottom right of the map. Yeah. So that's the scout camp. Okay. So I do believe you can probably just go all the way back to Two Forks.
Where's the lake? Oh, there's the lake.
Jonesy Lake. You're right there.
Dang, I got a long way to go.
Yeah. Was there zoom in again? Look down at 5 Mile Creek. I don't think there's
Oh, it's a burn. Right here. I was like,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
What is this?
well, I don't is it?
Or was the game having a moment?
I don't know.
What is that? It's falling.
Uh
What did you want to say?
Cottonwood pollen. Here, can I walk you?
Walk me.
Okay, just drop them.
So listen up. Here's a girl who has a camping map, and she sees some white stuff on the ground, and now she
Which one was
cannot
the
zoom.
run?
I don't know. I think it's circle.
I
Now you
might not
press
be able to.
circle. You run fast. Get going. Make your ass like grass and get going. I blew abba dee ba doo bye. Oh yeah. Good night. Broken feet.
It was square, honey.
That was close.
Alright, so I'm just gonna take the canyon up.
Squares are just pixelated circles, anyways. Are you going the right way?
I'm going back to the tower, and then
how do you
I'm gonna
know?
just take that route to get to Ruby River.
How do you know you're going back to the tower?
Cause I know this game. You just take the canyon all the way up.
You're like Delilah.
Yeah.
I like that Delilah's been spending more time watching us through her telescope than she has the rest of the area.
Yeah.
That she has no idea that there's a fence. Unless this is just out of her vantage point. Is
Yeah.
it?
This is out of her vantage point. She probably can't see us walking in here because it's deep enough to where, like, from her vantage. Come on, there we go. From her vantage point, it's
More like she's deep enough.
Hey, I called around. Things seem normal with everyone else.
Should we call the cops? Anything strange with you? Are the lookouts telling the truth?
Strange. Anything
Has
strange?
anything strange been happening on your end?
No, nothing really.
Nothing really, or nothing?
Nothing. My door was open the other night, but that's not strange.
That doesn't sound like nothing.
It's nothing, I promise.
All right, I'm headed toward the camp anyway.
Okay. Keep your radio close to you.
Hey, what you just said, keep my radio close to me.
Yeah?
Before I got attacked back at the lake, I saw a radio on the ground, kind of like the one I use.
And?
Do you think that maybe someone was,
I don't know. What?
Intercepting our frequency, tailing me, nothing. I just feel paranoid.
Tailing me.
tailing me, following me around, like working with other people?
Henry, you are way too much of a dope to be in the mob.
Someone is clearly able to hear us sometimes and was hiding near the lake. Come on.
I just...
Just admit it. You're a little worried.
Of course,
Jump.
I'm worried, but let's just try to keep things calm, okay? Keep things on an even keel.
What?
Sure.
You're freaking out, Jeffrey.
A little bit. Like,
A lot.
a lot.
I know we don't know what's going on yet, but I don't have a good feeling. I don't like feeling vulnerable.
Hold on, Delilah.
It's not like you can just call the police. I was thinking about the Goodwins. It just struck me that if anything weird like this happened to them, happened to Brian, just how scared he would have been.
His dad could protect him. Maybe he'd actually enjoy it. I'm sure he's fine.
Maybe he'd actually enjoy it.
Hey, maybe he'd actually enjoy it. You know, spies, taking notes, walkie-talkies. Whole thing might actually be fun if you're too young to realize how creepy it is.
That's one way of looking at it.
He's fine, Dee. It was 3 years ago. He's in high school now. He's on summer break.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's gone. He's out of here.
He's out of here. I was that one character inventing the ink machine that always says, "I'm out of here." Alright, I'm at 2 forks.
Finally. Can use the shit
Here we just go.
that way.
Yeah, we go south.
Straight.
So this is kind of an area that we, like, maybe part of it we briefly saw. But this is going to be a completely new area to us.
Oh, indeed.
Whoop, not that.
Oh, not indeed.
How do I just pull out the compass? No, not that. Yeah. Okay.
Pull it out. Whoa.
Look at all the
You just
pine
got
trees.
branches to the face. You ever do that? You ever walk in the forest and you just walk straight into a tree and you're like, bah!
Yeah. Or worse, when, like, there's just a spider web.
Oh, yeah, that one's worse. Have you ever had a branch go in your eyeball? I once had one go, like, in this way.
Hey, look, there's a fire. The flapjack fire.
Oh. You took a picture.
Took a day picture.
You only have 8 pictures left.
I got it. Fine.
Careful, you don't want to use all the film.
I got to cross the river.
And no, you no longer have a rock. Could have jumped. Jump.
Nah, I'll get my shoes wet.
Jump. The jumping kept your shoes dry. Oh,
Well,
boy.
the flapjack fire isn't going anywhere, huh?
No, that's why those guys came out to burn that line. It's at the stage where all we can do is pay attention to it.
They're not gonna try to put it out?
No, Not yet, apparently.
Copy information. What do we have here?
We got some notes.
Hey, who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance that they had anything to do with those girls disappearing?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know him that well, but I always
I don't
assumed
know if
the
that
only
was a
thing
pause
Ron
from
cared
her, or-
about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
Ron really wished the powers that could issue us radios that didn't suck ass. Most of the time I prefer to keep things pen to paper, but every once in a while it'd be nice to get a hold of you right away. My sister keeps leaving me messages at the main office, but I don't think she gets that I took the job so I wouldn't have to deal with her or mom. I've been sitting at this spot for a while now, thinking about what to say to her. I'm a quarter way through a bottle of Fifes instead. Miss you, Dave.
Wait, so what was this whole Polaroid thing?
I think just Delilah's in general, like, they are kind of curves. And that's like kind of like all they talked about was like ladies. And like Delilah's like, it's good that they both had a relationship with someone that wasn't just gonna like, or like, I don't know, just like with a dude rather than a woman. I don't know. Terminal 7, Richard
Throw
Sturgeon.
it in the water. Yeah! Be free! Swim!
Hey, look. Does this look familiar? It might not, like, cause it's such a. So you remember that one game that we played during Halloween, called Gone Home?
Is that the one we were...
We were like a girl
Yeah.
going through our house, and our sister was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gay." This is like the book that
The-
their
the-
dad was writing.
The game where the girl was like, hey, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
But yeah, this was the book.
There's more games like that now. Oh.
But yeah,
Goodbye.
that's their dad's book that he was writing.
Oh, it's finished.
Jane
That's a
Eyre.
callback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw these books.
One chance to die.
Are these all by the same guy?
I don't know, man. I guess our flashlight's been on this whole time.
Well, yeah. How else are we gonna see?
No, Greenbrier is that one's name. There were two Richard Sturgeons. Here's the controlled burn. Find firefighters, old scout camp.
Are you able
Controlled
to
burn.
talk on the? Yeah.
I found where they did the controlled burn. I can hike right through here now.
Yeah, normally they wouldn't do that so close to a body of water, but I think they're extra worried about a fire jumping the river and burning up to 2 forks, now that there's someone in it.
Well, I'm extra appreciative of that.
Let's see. The scout camp is southeast of the river. There should be a pond on the way.
Got it. What happens if a controlled burn gets out of control?
Yeah.
Someone gets fired.
Ugh, are you serious?
Oh, come on. That one was an honest accident. I'm not
Fired.
in the mood for wordplay. That's how wound up all this shit has me.
Oh. The fuck?
There's some old snowmobiles out here.
That's crazy.
Looks like one of the poor bastards was cruising across this pond and dumped it.
That was not a fun hike back to civilization.
There's an old pond out here, not much more than a pile of mud. Do you have it on your map?
Mud,
Yeah,
mud,
I know
mud,
where you are.
mud, mud,
Yeah,
mud,
where
mud,
am I?
mud.
Pork Pond. There used to be a sign up for it, but,
Pork pond.
well, folks kept stealing it.
Pork pond.
Because it's called Pork Pond.
It's a good goddamn name. That sign would look great in a den, or, you know, anywhere.
Pork pond.
In school, they used to call me Porky Pig.
Oh,
And not because I would pork lie. It's my technique. I would go get down there and go. It's a McElroy joke.
The bridge to the camp is out.
Damn.
I'm gonna walk the ravine and see if I can find some high ground to get across.
Good plan.
It's like one of the best goofs that Griffin's ever done.
Not because I would. Oh.
Camp Arapaho.
You're there?
Yeah, I am.
It's been out there since the 50s.
I was never really into the idea of the Scouts. It's something about men organizing boys around their ideals. Never sat right with me.
Beware weebelows in large numbers.
Beware of anyone in large numbers.
Oh, scouts! Oh.
Yeah, I remember like when we first played this game, you were just like. But yeah.
It's honestly, I've had this conversation before, but like with scouting, I know it in some cases gets bad raps, and in some cases maybe deservedly so. But I feel like the bulk of the scouting stuff is good for those that want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was, I was around a group of boys that were my age, and we got to learn stuff.
Yeah.
Some stuff that can be applied to everyday life. Some stuff that is like, oh, that's cool to know. Like, I don't tie knots all the time, but when I need to.
Did you know how?
Yeah. Oh, God!
I could have reported that long drop. Damn it!
You gotta slow
Hey,
down,
Delilah,
honey.
I'm about to break my legs. Well, I can't
You can't report
this.
this.
But it's a cool totem pole.
He's already dogged on this area, and he's not allowed to do it twice.
Here we are.
Ooh.
You ever talked to any of the Scouts?
No, they haven't been out here in a while, and I generally don't have a lot to say to preteens.
Unless it's Brian Goodwin.
Well, if forced, I mean, I can make conversation with anyone. Plus, it was sort of fun to hear about all of his nerdy hobbies.
It wasn't scout material, huh? Or like what?
Like what?
What type of nerdy hobbies are we talking about with him? Like marching band?
Oh, no. Like comics, model rockets, wizards and wyverns,
Ugh.
Hey, thanks to Brian, I can almost recall by memory the armor classes of most dragons.
What? No, you can't.
Hey, planar dragon's armor class. Let's see.
Okay, no, I believe you. We're good. I guess these little shelters are where they keep the weeblos.
For the past 35 years, yeah.
Yep, that looks about right. I did Boy Scout camp in Catalina, and it was cool because they had a. Ooh.
There are bear traps out here in the scout shelters.
Scouts are stalwart prey.
That's messed up.
The same way. Missing person.
But so we went out. Catalina's an island off of the west coast. So we would take a ferry out to the camp with all of our stuff, but then they would have part of the week camp. You would go out and literally they had canoes, and we all had to canoe with our stuff and to another part where you can only get to with the canoes.
Yeah.
And I just remembered, I'm like, if this tips over, all of my crap goes to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
And luckily I didn't.
Report
It was cold.
Missing firefighter.
Yeah, these guys are gone. I found where they were sitting around before getting picked up.
Damn.
Toilet paper.
Hey, D, they left something behind. It's like a memo from their boss. Next few days, dropping into the thoroughfare on behalf of Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station.
Wapiti Station?
Holy crap.
Keep reading.
Oh, I just thought I would maybe, stop there, let the mystery percolate.
My mother always said I would meet someone who'd give me a taste of my own medicine.
They're running a research site out there. He was worried about wildfires.
Someone is writing down our conversations. And now we find out there's a research site out here that we don't know about? What are they researching?
Us, me, horned toads.
I mean, you and I aren't
Us.
very interesting.
Us. They're researching us.
You think they're studying you and me?
I do. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's about studying two strangers who talk every day.
Like, if you put someone in isolation with someone else, what they do.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, fuck that.
Agreed.
I think we should allow for the possibility that this is all just a big misunderstanding, but... God, if you saw what you said you did... Fuck, Henry.
That's what they want you to
I
do.
saw it.
Okay. So what's next?
I'm gonna do a scan for supplies and then figure out a way to get back over that ravine and hike towards the site.
Sounds good. Check in when you can, and
Anyone need
keep
to
an eye
poop?
out for anyone following you.
Report.
1 second, I'm gonna read this first. Squad boss Grant Carson.
1989.
Yeah. Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station, Thoroughfare Region. Squad boss Carson. In the next few days, you and your team will be dropping into the Thoroughfare region of Shoshone National Forest to cut a fire line of, south of Ruby River. I'm writing on behalf of Dr. Ben Simmons at Wapiti Station. He reached out to the superintendent with wildfire concerns about the research site. Upon your return, some of his office will want to speak with you as a part of wildfire risk assessment at the region. I told them that they have nothing to worry about and that your team's fire lines are the most potent preventative measure in protecting their site, even though they'll be more than a mile away. But I think they've got insurance companies to answer to. Thanks for always for your service, Rich Schlusharenko, Assistant Superintendent.
Orenko.
Boop boop.
Do it.
I found a little trowel. Maybe I should take it with me. Could use it to pop open beers.
Wow, 99% sure that's for burying poop.
I am gonna leave it here.
Oh, look!
I found an axe.
If one of the crew left it, that thing is actually called a Pulaski.
It looks like an axe to me. This thing will be a huge help.
For both getting through the backcountry and getting through that fence.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Alright, well, before we grab that axe, next time I Ready Play Dumb,
Grab that axe!
we're gonna go break into Wapiti Station.
Smack that axe! Axe.